Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back in Jurassic World Evolution 3's campaign mode, but just doing something a little bit different. I had a note, someone asked to see a little more of the breakdown of the Biosyn sanctuary here, and I wanted to take a moment to just look at how that's broken out here, so we're able to put all the dinosaurs in here. And specifically, we'll get to it, the Pyroraptors are not fenced in away from every other dinosaur like I know some people have done before. I think that was the assumption of what this looked like. So I just wanted to take a quick moment to just break down how this is laid out. And then we'll get right back into the finale of the campaign, getting to Lockwood Manor here in the next week. So this first space here, I've changed a couple things with like what the water looks like. But this is our rock wall that we have built out to contain the Tyrannosaurus Rex on this side of this. Putting the wall about this far out made it easier for the Tyrannosaurus to still have the territory it needed and to keep the comfort where it needs to be before we can advance and we get the second half of this map opened up. And then on the other side, I just have another rock wall that contains it on both sides. And I'm likely going to change this in a little bit here, not today, but I'm going to end up probably opening this up since I now can add more dinosaurs to this campaign. We've got our other space here for our other guests, filled out with a couple more buildings and some guest seating areas. But anyways, the back side of this over here, all the dinosaurs here are where they're at. So Dilophosaurus, Dimetrodons are kind of migrating over there, so they're not happy right now, but they're gonna be fine. They're not gonna like die from being in that space there. But Dimetrodons are starting to migrate around. The Brachiosaurus are over here. Stegosaurus is just up north of these, but what are we doing here? We're yeah, so they're not happy because they keep migrating over here, but it's not a big enough deal that I'm actually gonna like change anything with it. And then Stegosaurus is in here. I feel like Stegosaurus has the most, like it's in the most parks to start. Anyways, so and then the back side of this here is where Pyroraptor is, and to make this I have my deep water in the middle of their space, and then I have their nests and the food is in the back of this enclosure here, so they don't need to expand further the other direction very much. They use that to get as far as they need as they get more Pyroraptors in here, but there's not actually a need to widen this out and migrate around. So I'm just using that back of the enclosure there as a space that they're going to naturally gravitate towards as they continue to get some more juveniles. And then you see these got these little rock pathways that they can get out. There's like 3 of them. So there's one on the right side here. There's one right here in kind of middle left, and then one on the far left side here that they can go through there. So there's 3 different spots that Pyroraptor can get out. If it needed to go over there, they don't actually go there unless like a Stegosaurus migrates into their territory, and then Stegosaurus probably won't be around very long. But that is what all of that breaks down for. So I tried not to have too many gates. The only gates I have right now were Tyrannosaurus, and that was because I could not add more dinosaurs in here previously. Now I can, because we are going to put in here, look at this, we'll put in the actual dinosaur market. So the dinosaur market's now going to make it so we can add more different dinosaurs here and just create our own dinosaur sanctuary. When I started this, I didn't have that, so I was kind of subject to everything that was already here. So we have this in here now. I'll come back here at some point in the future and I think open up all of the space here, and we'll see what nature does with all the animals that are here right now. But then that also will give us an opportunity to put a ton of different dinosaurs in here. So if you do have thoughts and ideas on what dinosaurs would make sense in a Biosyn Valley sanctuary like this, if you could pick any dinosaur, not just the ones that are preset in here with Pyroraptor, Tyrannosaurus, Stegosaurus, and all the ones that are in here, put those in the comments. I'm going to come back here at some point, probably not this week or next week, but we'll come back in here and we'll tweak and move around a bunch of these dinosaurs. But yeah, definitely let me know what that looks like. If you do like videos like this, if you do like Jurassic World Evolution 3 or other Jurassic World video game content, we'll continue to put more and more of that out here. So definitely hit that like or that subscribe button. We'll be back here again in a little bit here. But until then, I will see you on the next build.